Yo, what's up? It's Kip Fuller with Comedy Couch SF. How's everybody doing? I'm here by myself. I'm solo today. Just going to talk about some things that's been on my mind. It's been a few things on Facebook that's been kind of cool. You guys have our number, 415-851-6648. Feel free to give me a call and talk about anything you want. But let's roll on over to Facebook. I'm going to turn my back over here for a second. And let's see some of the things that's been going on here. Why don't I go to... Let's see what's been going on Facebook. Oh yeah, this thing. Let's talk about these girls. The Boy Scouts of America. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one. The Boy Scouts of America have basically, you know, they've invited girls to come to the sleepover. You know, girls are now allowed to come to all of the events that they host for the Boy Scouts of America. And I mean, I don't know. It's just a matter of time before these gender-neutral activists who actually did this come to realize the reason why for so long we've had it another way. We haven't been inviting the girls to the sleepover. And the reason why is because teenage boys are really horny. I'm just going to say it. I'm saying it, man. I'm putting it out there because no one's going to argue with me on this. Who's going to argue with me? If you want to debate, feel free to call in. You know, I know a lot of my opinions rub some people the wrong way. I'm sorry about that, but I would never. You couldn't pay me $1 million to let my daughter be a Boy Scout of America. Okay? Also, I support equality. And it's not going to be equal until my son, which I don't have one yet. I'm trying to raise strong girls out here. That's what I'm working on. I'm determined to raise strong girls. That's all I make is girls. I don't have a boy. Okay? I don't have a boy. But if I had one, I would want my boy to have the option to be able to go sell Girl Scout cookies. Okay? If my boy can't sell Girl Scout cookies right now, then this whole thing needs to be reversed. It's just not fair. It's a joke. It's actually a joke. I mean, I don't even think they changed the name of the organization. I don't think they did. Nope. That's right. Oh, whoa, hey, where did I go? I disappeared. Ha! Magic of television. Yeah. Look at this. They're going to let these beautiful little girls go do sleepovers with a bunch of horny Boy Scouts of America. Nope. I don't think that's fair. Let's look at the copy. Let's look at the copy. Let's look at what it says. It actually says that you can't see it, but it says right below here, Boy Scouts of America welcome girls to all of its programs for the first time, people. To all of its programs. But the Girl Scouts still haven't agreed to let boys sell Girl Scout cookies, which I wouldn't want to do that either. So, okay, I'm going to hop off my soapbox now and on to the next thing. Let's see what we got. Let's go on to the magic world of the internet here. Let's go on to Facebook, see what we got. Oh man, this is really cool. I thought this was really cool. Okay, New York Post. They showed a video. Now you got to see this guy. Okay, this guy is like, he's gonna escape a drive-by shooting. All right, and I mean I've never seen anything like this in Hollywood. This dude's technique is flawless. You got to see this. Check it out. There's no audio, but just watch the video. So the guy rolls up. Look at him rolling on the ground. Whoa. That guy, he survived it. He survived by just rolling around on the streets, man. That's what he did. He straight rolled around. He survived. I mean, I would totally, like, I think that guy should be a Hollywood consultant. Seriously. Hollywood can learn a thing or two from this guy. I mean, you know, the stop, drop, and roll, that's what we do. We learned that in California. Earthquake people. Stop, drop, and roll, that's what we do. You know, I just had a friend. This guy he came over from Florida. I don't know, man. Florida, Texas, you know. It seems like all those places that have weather that kills people also have deadly reptiles that'll totally kill you. You know, and other animals that'll just kill you dead, man. Wherever there's deadly killer weather, there's also killer animals that you find nowhere else, like crocodiles, alligators, creatures like that. And people choose to live in those places. And they think their animals are harmless. You know, they think their wildlife is totally normal. Like one time I was in Louisiana, and I was on an alligator tour, and I saw a dude throw some marshmallows out there into the water, and the alligators were just like, it's going crazy, and eating it up. I was like, wow, man, those things are, how do you live with those things, you know? He was like, oh, all alligators are harmless. Yeah. Guy said he said their alligators are harmless. I said, well, what about that kid? What about that kid who got ate up at Disney World in Florida? You know, like, alligators certainly are not harmless. He said, oh, well, you know, I don't mean to blame the kid, but that kid was a Democrat. Yeah, man, it's cold people, man. Cold world, man. You know, and those same people come out here. Those same people will come out here to the Bay Area, and they'll say, how do you live with these earthquakes? Like, how do you do it? Like, how on earth do you live with these earthquakes? It's like, because my house is still there after every single one of them. You know, it's like, I haven't seen an earthquake that ever leveled my house. I live in San Francisco, you know. We had a real bad one. Yeah, of course we had a bad one back in '89. The Loma Prieta earthquake was pretty bad. There was some infrastructure damage. And 1906 was terrible. But like year after year, you know, these cities are, you know, being devastated by hurricanes and tornadoes, you know. They take the house up in the air, man. It's like, it's really crazy, you know. And the interesting thing is, these people who choose to live in these terrible places are deciding our elections. No wonder America's messed up. No wonder it is. We got people like this deciding our elections. I mean, look, if you decide to live with tornadoes and crocodiles and poisonous snakes, I don't know, man. You know, I want to say you shouldn't be allowed to vote, but that would be wrong. I'm not going to go that far. I won't take it that far, but I think we need to think about what America's going to have to do with these people, you know. Yep. It's been a lot of things going on. I just had a kid. Just had another kid. Just had a daughter. And my daughter's beautiful. I would pull up a picture, but I'm not comfortable with that, you know. That's a little too personal. But you know, and I'm okay, you know, with having another daughter, but I do have some reservations about being the father of a white child. My daughter's really white. She came out super white. And it's not that I love her any less because of what color she is. It's just that I have a problem, you know, knowing how I would discipline this child when I can't take away all of her privileges. You know? Like, how do you do that? You know, it was easy for us, you know, just take away our video games, you know. Video games, driving, and cell phone is the only privileges that we had. Now I think I understand why so many black children get adopted, man. Nobody wants to deal with it, you know. Nobody wants to deal with white privilege. It's easier to just adopt a black kid. It's true, man. You know, it makes parenting really easy when you can just, all you got to do is take away a basketball or, you know, video game or your going outside privileges. You know, you try to take away a white kid's privileges and they'll just be like, you can't take away all of my privileges. You know, you take away their car and they'll just like go to the dealership and steal another one. And just write a note to the dealer guy and be like, yeah, my dad said I can take this car. What's going to happen? You know, everybody knows that white people get second chances. If you're getting upset with this, you can't argue with the fact that everyone knows that white people get second chances and big breaks, man, legally. Yep. So I got to deal with, you know, how am I going to parent with all this privilege in my house? It's going to be a, you know, interesting year, you know, while I delve into these thoughts. But I think if it's done successfully, I think it could be very fruitful, you know. Like, let's just look at, the top leading African Americans. Let's look at African Americans' top black male leaders in civil rights right now. Colin Kaepernick, Barack Obama, the two greatest black men we have are both half white. I mean, hey man, you know, I don't like, where are these white women that's giving us all these civil rights leaders? That's what I want to know. Where are they? I don't even know what Barack Obama's mother looks like. I haven't heard from Kaepernick's mom. This is the big secret, America. We got to find these white ladies, and we got to dig them out from under their little rocks they're hiding out under, and we got to find out where they are. That's right. Because they're putting forth men that have enough privileges to become presidents and stand up against the NFL, while all the rest of the NFL players just stand there and scratch their ass. Yep. And people just make excuses for them. Just standing there making excuses. Oh, man, you know, they got to have their millions. You know, I understand why they do it. Nah, man. Nah, get out there, man. Take a knee. Yep. Exactly. So let's go back to Facebook. Let's see what's happening on Facebook. Oh, and if you guys want to call in, feel free to give me a call. You can dial in at area code 415-861-6648. Anytime. Call anytime. And if you don't call, I can understand why. It's a really odd hour today. All of my friends are out somewhere. They're either at dinner right now, or they're having a drink right now, or they're doing something really, really cool. So, let's see here. Let's go back to Facebook. La 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 la. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, we got a big meme here. Michael Douglas. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Black History Month. Black History Month. I like this meme. It's a really cool meme. They didn't steal slaves. They stole scientists, doctors, architects, astronomers, teachers, entrepreneurs, fathers, mothers, sons, etc., and made them slaves. I don't know if I really agree with that last line, that they made them slaves, because you can enslave a person's body, but you cannot enslave their mind. So those people, whether they were perceived as slaves or not, many of them didn't lose their identity of who they were. It took a lot of generations for that to happen. And even even over multiple generations, there were people who resisted being considered human livestock. So, I think it's important to think of them in that way. Instead of just referring to these people as slaves, we should just refer to them as enslaved people. Because that's what they were. They were enslaved people. Now, there were those people that were broken and who did, accept their fate. That's called Stockholm Syndrome. Okay, they were held in captivity, and they identified with the people who held them captive. But anyway, Black History Month is a really interesting time of year because it's cool to post about a lot of things that, may not necessarily work for everybody, but it's important to talk about. Question of the day. Is it just me, or does it seem unlikely that women and people of color can get elected to higher office without documented proof that they endorsed patriarchal or perhaps racist systems? That's a legitimate question. That's a very legitimate question because we have Kamala Harris running for office. And I see lots of people say, oh, she worked with the district attorney and her record of locking people up was wrong. Same thing happened when Hillary Clinton ran for office. And I'm seeing a string of logic here. I'm seeing a pattern where these women are rising to the top, and it's time to make a decision on them, and they in some way are tied to some type of law enforcement or some kind of patriarchal or racist system that they supported. Are there any examples of women that have risen to the top like that in federal elections that did not go ahead and kiss the ring of patriarchy, sexism, and racism and endorse these systems? I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know, man. You can find me, Comedy Couch SF, at Instagram, or Kip's Comedy on Instagram. You can reach out to me there. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I'll bring you on as a guest and we can talk it out. Yep. I started at the bottom. I'm still here. That's true. I started at the bottom and I'm still at the bottom. It's kind of fun down here, I have to say. Hey, where did I go? Oh, here I am. And that's our brand, Comedy Couch San Francisco. Oh, there's a picture of my baby and my baby's mom. And yeah, my baby looks just like me, doesn't she? Oh, how cute. Look, she has daddy's eyes and daddy's lips. Mom couldn't be happier. Yep. Another Black History Month post. Before the Civil War, thousands of Native American renegades and escaped African slaves built free and distinct communities in the state of Florida. Okay? They built free and distinct communities and in the Florida Everglades. And for over 30 years, they killed 5,000 U.S. soldiers and pushed them back again and again. They fought 4 different wars, okay, trying to maintain their freedom, trying to fight being brought back into slavery by the U.S. military, by the U.S. cavalry. They used ambush and guerrilla warfare tactics, and they were masters. And it was documented that the Black Seminole people, as they were referred to, were leading the effort. They were doing the strategy, and they were leading the war cry. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about this because I constantly hear from people that say, why didn't people fight slavery? Many people died trying to enforce slavery, and many people died trying to fight slavery. In fact, the Black Seminoles ended up, some of them ended up on the Trail of Tears. I know you guys read about that, the Native Americans on the Trail of Tears. And they used their survival skills to escape the Trail of Tears and set up colonies in Mexico, where they fought with the Apaches and Indians, you know, who were trying to raid their new established towns. And then the United States came back again and found them and said, hey, you guys are really good at killing Indians. We want to hire you to kill some Indians for us. And they took the job. Interesting. What goes around comes around, right? Yep. It's an interesting world out there. Yep. My great-grandmother was a Tunica Indian. And she's an awesome lady. Yep. My grandfather talked about her all the time. As a matter of fact, here's a picture. Yep. But you know what, guys? I got to go. It's been a great show. Thanks for watching.